Welcome back to Spartan Sports Network inside the Spartan Sports Network studio. We are here to give you another studio update. The update is we are now officially out of the weather delay. They are giving the athletes a half an hour to stretch, so we'll be back with you around 7:30. That was the time that was given. The timer went off at around 7, so 7:30 we are scheduled to be back. The 4x8 100-meter relay is being skipped. We'll have more information on that during the broadcast, but we'll head on to the 110-meter hurdles when we get back. This has been a Spartan Sports Network studio update. Welcome back to Spartan Sports Network here at Spartan Stadium for the Track and Field Class A Championships. Currently, we are in the 100 meters for the boys. We are now officially on to Heat 2. Your top 8 seeds are officially now up on the screen. And J. Neal McDuffie will take this one off the 100 meters as he comes in first with Indian Rivers. Rafts coming in third. Third was Abani for Cortland. And fourth, Sullivan. Fifth with Muse from Whitesboro. That wraps up the boys' 110-meter hurdles. We'll be back. We will have those results in for you shortly. Current look at the team standings so far through every event after the very long weather delay. Jamesville DeWitt in the girls' side currently has 16 points. They're currently in first. Oswego with 8. Indian River with 4. Fowler with 4. And ESM with 1. Now as we head on over to the boys, Auburn currently leads with 10. Central Square with 8. Jamesville DeWitt with 6. And ESM with 4 with Whitesboro behind with 2. Up next is the 100-meter hurdles for the girls. That's currently up next. as we come back on as we get ready for the 100-meter hurdles for the girls, we have the final results for the boys 110-meter hurdles. Daniel McDuffie of ESM comes in first place with a time of 18:48. Joseph Rapp from Indian River with 15:87. Iko Abani from Cortland with 16.17 to round out the top three. McDuffie gets the Spartans 10 points, Rapp gets Indian River 8 points, and Abani gets Cortland 6 points. Right now we have the 100-meter hurdles coming up for the girls. It's going to be Amaria McClinton for JD taking that first heat. We can now officially move on to the next section. Taylor Rhubarb pulling away right now as she wins Section 2 for Central Square. For the third section, as this will do it for the 100-meter hurdles for the girls. So JD's Payne wins Section 3 for this heat, alongside Kwani coming in second. We will have the girls' 100-meter hurdles results with you momentarily. Next event's going to be the boys' 1,600-meter run.
Sports Network, we have the final results from the girls' 100-meter hurdles. In first place from JD, Victoria Payne with a time of 14:99. In second place, Kwani from ESM with 15:59. And then in third place, it was Mackenzie Kubat from Whitesboro. That runs out the top three. Currently running right now is the boys' 100-meter dashes. Coming in first place in that heat was Pacheco from New Hartford with a time of 12:09. New Hartford's Diotti coming in at 12:02 to win that heat. Indian River's Busenat comes in first. New Hartford's Joseph comes in second. Jordan from ESM comes in third with a time of 12:06. 12:02 was the highest in this heat. As we now move on to heat number 4. Nottingham taking that one with a time of 11.55 with Corcoran's Higdon right behind with 11.78. Waterhouse's Cartridge at 11.79, rounding off the top 3 for Heat 4 of the boys 100-meter dash. Before the rain delay, we did have final results for the girls' shot put. Kenna Radizi comes in with a throw of 34 feet and 2 inches. Monet Fenta with 31 and 7.5, and Skylar Vaught 31.425 to round out the top 4. Cunningham's Brooks comes in with a time of 11.39. Towns from Whitesboro, 11.44. Anthony Bryant from ESM, 11.45 to round out the top 3 in the 5th heat. Heat for the boys 100-meter dash. This is the last heat, and this will round out the boys 100-meter dash as we will head into the girls 100-meter dash after this. Adon from Corcoran comes in 11.49. Draught from Watertown 11.19. McDuffie from ESM 11.23 to round out the top 3 in the boys 100-meter dash final heat. Taking the first heat for the girls 100-meter dash, it will be Patterson from JD with a time of 13.76. 2 in the girls 100-meter dash. It is Cease from Watertown with a time of 13.70. Edgehill from Auburn with 13.74. Rose from Carthage rounding out 13.91. Fisher from New Hartford wins Heat 3 with a time of 13.22. Safraisi from Central Square, 13.45. And Cobb from ESM rounding out with 13.60. Payne from JD with a time of 12.70 wins Heat 4. Okaliti from Oswego, 12.77. And Kaluta from Indian River rounds out the top 3 with 13.09. We'll have the girls 100-meter dash results with you shortly. Results from the boys 100-meter dash. Abdi Aden from Corcoran comes in first with a time of 11.14. Justin Drott from Watertown, 11.19. And rounding up the top 3, J. Neal McDuffie, 11.23 from ESM. 16-meter run. We'll have the top 8 seeds for you momentarily. Now officially on screen are the boys' top 8 seeds for the 1600-meter run. Final results for the girls' 100-meter dash. Victoria Payne from JD comes in with a time of 12.70. Sophia Otoclidi from Oswego with a time of 12.77. And rounding out the top 3, Cleopatra Kalunda from Indian River with a time of 13.09. as we wrap up the 16-meter dash for the boys. Stevens from Whitesboro comes in with a time of 4:23.05. Farron from Auburn with 4:25.29. Dunn from Oswego with 4:33.19. Currently, you're looking at the top 8 seed in the girls' 15-meter dash. Actually, yes, top 8 seeds are currently on the board as they're now officially underway. Final results right now from boys discus. Brian Honan from Cortland High School has 151 and 3.
Colton High from Auburn, 139 and 11. And Kevin Vignalt from JD, 138 and 11. That rounds out the top 3 with the top 5 there as well. As we bring you back to the 16-meter dash for the girls, as Auburn's currently has a tight lead as they have the first 3 runners. First for the girls Auburn team with a time of 4:46.28 in the girls 15-meter run, along with Ringwood from Auburn and Pinot rounding out the top 3. So it's a top 3 win for Auburn in the 15-meter run. We'll be back with you momentarily with more updates from events around the facility. We now officially have an updated result for you. We wanted to update on the boys 1600 meter. Seth Stevens comes in with a time of 4:23.05 from Whitesboro. Austin Farron from Auburn 4:25.29, and Daniel Dunn with a time of 4:33.19 from Oswego rounds out the top 3 in the boys 1600 meter run. We'll have the girls with you shortly. Their top 5, as Auburn takes the first 3 spots in that one.
boys 4x1 meter relay. Currently in Section 1, we have Fulton, Central Square, and Oswego. Tyler Ingersoll, Colin Scaffield, and Adam Dulaska for the respective teams have officially just gone underway. In heat number 1, the team of Central Square of Colin Scaffield, Thomas Mackey, Max McCaffrey, and Bryce Jones will walk away with a win. They have a time of 46.04.
In fifth place, Waco, 9:21:56. Fourth place, ESM, with a time of 8:46:22. The third place, James Red with a time of 8:45:55. Second place, Central Square with a time of 8:35:98.
As we get ready, the top 8, Heat 2 of Wilkin Joseph for New Hartford, Adam Rigdon from JD, Nottingham's Adrian Brooks, ESM's Hashim Abdi, Auburn's Miles Brody, Gabe Cooper from Watertown, Antonio Rivera from Indian River, and Whitesboro's Lucas Scott will start off the relay of the 4x1.
off. Everybody's rounding the first corner as they head to the straightaway. First handoff has been made. Ground is being keep up. That's Oswego currently out in front, with ESM and Cortland gaining on as they head into the next handoff and the next corner. ESM takes the lead heading around turn 3. Combs dishes it off to Bryant for the Spartans, and ESM will start pulling away as they will win this 4x1, with Auburn and Cortland rounding out the top 3. ESM with a time of 42.89. Auburn 44.02, and rounding out the top 3, Watertown with 44.13.
For the girls,
We'll start the first heat. Show you top 8 seeds. For today, ESM, JD, Fowler, Central Square, Indian River, Nottingham, and Auburn round out the top 8 seed for the girls 4x1 relay. We will have the boys 4x1 relay final results with you momentarily. Off for the first heat of the girls 4x1 relay as we now head around the first corner and handoffs will be received. New Hartford with Auburn chasing behind, get off too early. New Hartford with an early lead as they enter turn 3. New Hartford is starting to pull away off the third baton, with Carthage from the looks actually this would be Corcoran making a late move here. They head to the final stretch of this first heat. Hartford closing the gap late, but that is going to do it. Corcoran gets a 53.57 in this first heat of the 4x1 relay, as New Hartford 54.07 and Carthage 54.25 rounds out the top 3.
update on team standings. We'll start off with the girls. Janesville DeWitt with 37 points, Auburn with 36, ESM with 20, Oswego with 18, and Whitesboro with 11. Now we head to the boys. ESM currently has 40 points with Auburn close behind, trailing by 4 with 36. Cortland with 20, JD with 15, and Watertown with 15. Up next, we get to the second heat of the 4x1 meter relay for the girls.
Fifth place, Adrian Brooks from Nottingham. Fourth place, Micah Combs from ESM. Third place, J.L. McGuffey from ESM. Second place, Justin Drop from Watertown. And in first place with a time of 11:14, Api Adan from Corcoran. If you could please come over to the clerking table to get your award, it would be greatly appreciated.
We finally officially have the results now for the boys 16 meter. Once again, Seth Stevens with Whitesboro with a time of 4:23. Austin Farron from Auburn, 4:25.29, and Daniel Dunn once again from Oswego in third, 43:19. For the second heat in the girls 100 meter relay. We are now officially hit the first handoff as it looks like Nottingham gets out to an early lead. And now we hit the third handoff going around the third turn. Looks like Nottingham still in first with New Hart, JD, ESM now cutting down the deficit. Nottingham making a late push along with JD, ESM, as that will round out your top three for the 4x1 meter relay. As we will have those final results to you momentarily. As we do want to give the final results though. For the girls 1500 meter dash, Auburn rounds out the top three. Brady with a time of 4:46.28, Ringwood 4:51.07, and Pino with 5:01.21. As they currently scored most of the points, as Auburn currently leads JD by 1 point in the girls' overall team score. Up next, we have the boys 400 meter dash. That is going to be a 3-heat leg, and we'll be back with you with that action momentarily.
Fifth place, Christopher Howard from Auburn. Fourth place, Noah Cliffy from Nottingham. Third place, Daniel Dunn from Oswego. Second place, Austin Farron from Auburn. And in first place with a time of 4:23.05, Seth Stevens from Whitesboro.
I'm back as we now officially head to the boys.
Girls 1500 meter run.
For
In sixth
400,
place,
actually
Jada
the
Jordan
second
from
leg.
ESN. Fifth place, Tatum Wincheck from Oswego. Fourth place, Jocelyn
The
Cantini
400 meter
from
dash.
Third place,
First leg of the boys, featuring JD,
Minoa from Auburn.
Central Square, and Fulton. This is Thomas Mackey currently on the straightaway with a lead. And we do have section 2 coming up next, but Mackey will take the first heat here.
It will be greatly appreciated.
His time is going to be 54.68. Durkin 55.27, and Turner 55.83 from Fulton to round out the top 3. We'll be back with you momentarily as we are heading to get some field events. We'll be back with the second heat for the boys. 400 meter dash will be up momentarily.
100 meter relay. Sixth place, New Hartford. Fifth place, James Deverett. Fourth place, Nottingham. Third place, Watertown. Second place, Auburn. And in first place, team of Hashim Abdi, Jamie McDuffie, Micah Combs, and Anthony Bryant from ESM with a time of 42:89. One of the 4 of you, can you please come and grab your ribbon, your medals, and t-shirts? Thank you.
We have some final results from the girls' long jump. Kwani gets first place with a jump of 17.7. Tierra Lai 16.1.50. And in third place to round it off, Avenida Housley with 16.1. We do have the final results for the 4x100 meter relay. ESM comes in first place with 42.89. Auburn in second with 44.02, and Watertown with 44.13. To the second heat and the 400 meter dash for the boys. Whitesboro coming around the bend as they head to the straightaway. That is Xavier Pulaski with the lead. Pulaski takes the lead as he finishes the line with New Hartford's Badoon rounding out, actually Daly from New Hartford 53.61 and Lopez from JD 54.02 to round out the top 3 in heat 2 of the boys 400 meter dash. I'll have final results from the girls 4x100 meter relay. Nottingham comes in first with a time of 50.36. JD 50.95 coming in second and rounding out with the top 3. ESM with 51.90. Welcome back. We now have the third heat of the boys 400-meter dash. The boys officially hit the turn. Looks like Central Square is currently in first place as they hit the corner and head to the straightaway. That's Whitesboro behind with Watertown chasing. Central Square it actually looks like Watertown at the last minute comes out with the win. Actually, no. Jones from Central Square is going to be credited with the win, 49.63. Brown from Watertown, 49.74. Whitesboro's Towns with 50.06. As that rounds out the third heat for the boys 400 meters. We'll have 400-meter results with you momentarily as the girls 400-meter dash is now officially up next. Get ready for the girls 400-meter dash and the heats that it will provide. Up on the screen right now is the top 8 seeds for the girls 400-meter dash. JD, New Hartford, Indian River, Fulton, Nottingham, Whitesboro, ESM, and Cortland all have top 8 seed runners. As we start with heat number 3 here momentarily. Going back to the pole vault as Charlie English for ESM was jumping moments ago. Cormine is, as she hits the third turn, actually the second turn. There's a pretty distant lead as she starts to slow up, but JD's Abigail Abai Campbell starts closing the gap as they head into turn 3. Cormine will end up pulling away as heat 1 of the girls 400-meter dash. Goes to Cormine and Whitesboro. With a time of 1 minute and 5 seconds. Along with Campbell's 1:06 from JD. Back to the pole vault as Charlie English's second attempt on the pole vault. For the second heat in the 400-meter dash for the girls. Now we have updated team standings. Starting off with the girls, Jamesville DeWitt leads by 9 points against up on Auburn. Syracuse Minoa trails by 10 in second. Trails by 10 points of second with 26 points as they sit in third. Nottingham and Oswego tied at 4 with 18. Now as we head to the boys, ESM leads with 40 points. Auburn with 37. Whitesboro with 23. Watertown 23. Cortland with 20. As we now head back to the second heat of the girls' 400-meter dash. The second heat of the girls' 400-meter dash is currently underway right now as they hit the first turn and heads into the first straightaway. Girls officially hit the second turn and now start heading into the third turn. This will be Oswego's actually this would be Whitesboro with another heat win in the girls' 400-meter dash as Avery Weingart will head to the finish line first. She has a time of 1 minute and 3 seconds. Travanzi from JD, second with a minute 04, and Wilmot Auburn, minute 04. As we now head to a Whitesboro pole vault replay that was taken that happened shortly. We now have final results for the boys' 400-meter dash. Bryce Jones came in first with 49.63. Tafari Brown, 49.74. Jack Towns rounds out the top three with 50.06.
Results for the girls 4x1. 6th place, Portland. 5th place, Indian River.
Actually heading into the third and final heat of the girls' 400-meter dash. After this, we will end up going to break momentarily.
4th place, Central Square. 3rd place, ESF. 2nd place, JD. And in 1st place, the team of Morales, Green, Williams, and Anna Robinson at the time of 15:36.
Girls are officially heading around the third turn. Actually, the second turn as they make their way to the third turn now. JD currently out in front. As we head into the final turn in the straightaway. That is JD's Claire Trevisani.
It looks like she will win the final heat of the 400-meter dash for JD. Coming in third. Actually, that is McKeedy for JD with a 5:8.23. Thorpe for Indian River, 1 minute. And Fisher from New Hartford with 1 minute as well.
Sixth place, Laura Olmstead. Fifth place, Lakaya Young. Fourth place, Asia Black. Third place, Skylar Bott. Second place, Monet Fent. And first place from James Witt with a throw of 34 feet 2 inches. Hannah Ritzy.
Quick break. When we come back, boys, 400-meter hurdles here on Spartan Sports Network.
One, two, three.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
We're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo.
You say mine did?
Yeah,
Come on, what's wrong with you?
What? Come on, right?
Oh, come on! Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there. Terrible!
You know, I'm a person too.
Sports Network is we are now bringing you the boys 400-meter hurdles, as we'd like to give a huge thank you to our partners NFHS, Trappers 2 here in Minoa, New York, and United Auto Supply. As we now are up on the screen, we have the boys 400 hurdles top 8 seeds. As currently in this heat, Indian River, Central Square, and Corcoran are all participating. Final set of Central Square currently out in front in this heat. That is Lacey. Musa from Corcoran right on his tail. Musa making a late push. And Musa on a late push will end up winning this heat with a time of minute 5. Lacey with a minute 5 as well. Both separated by 0.10 of a second. As Horton gets a DNF from Indian River. So next up, heat 2 for the boys 400 hurdles. Now are showing you a Whitesboro pole vaulter as recently as this was shot a few moments ago. As we await the start of the second heat of the boys 400-meter hurdles.
Coaches and athletes, please listen. Due to lighting issues, at the finish line, the last event tonight on the track will be the 800-meter run.
A short time ago, we were able to get an Indian River pole vaulter. We are now underway in the second heat of the boys 400-meter hurdles. Indian River with a slight lead right here. That would be Rap. As we head down the final stretch, Indian River's Rap is currently in first place in this heat. As we are nearing the 50-second mark. Rap's one last hurdle. He clears.
We got a late push from Watertown. It's either Filippelli or Leclerc, and it's Leclerc taking the late win from Rapp with 1:3:25, and Rapp being separated by 1/10 of a second with 1:3:35. As we now have final results from the girls' 400-meter dash, Nicola Metley from JD rounds out first with 58.23. Jada Thorpe, 1:0.81, and Ashley Fisher rounds out the top three with 1:91.
We have one more heat of the boys, 400 hurdles. After this heat, we could have as many people help.
Moments ago, pole vaulter from Sunset Square, Austin Melvin, went his first time around as he cleared with ease. As we now bring you final results from boys long jump. Janiel McDuffie, 21:8.25. Moreno Fenty, 21:3.50. And Keegan Retty, 21.025. Rounds out the top three. As we have another Whitesboro pole vaulter as he fails to clear the line to gain. As we head to the final heat in the boys' 400-meter hurdles.
Second place, Jada Thorpe from the third. And in first place with a time of 58.23, Nicolette Miladi from Jason Lewitt.
Boys 400-meter hurdles is officially underway as we now head into turn one. The final turn here for the boys hurdles. ESM, Whitesboro, and Oswego are currently neck and neck. With Oswego pulling away with ESM close behind in second. As Oswego will win the boys 400-meter hurdles, ESM in behind. That's Jaluska from Oswego. His time's 5:9.11. Joe Pedroso Garcia from ESM with a time of 5:9.80. And Stevens from Whitesboro, 5:9.92, rounding out the top three for the boys 400-meter hurdles. We head back to pole vault. This time around, it is Whitesboro once again, attempting to clear and failing to clear. We now head to on the track. We now head to the girls' 400-meter hurdles, and your top 8 seeds are currently up on the board right now. Whitesboro with 1, JD with 2, Oswego with 1, Nottingham with 1, Indian River with 1, and ESM with 2. Update in team standings, girls. In the girls, it's JD with a 55-point lead. Sorry, with 55 points. Auburn with 36, and a tie with ESM at 36 as well. Nottingham with 30, and Indian River with 26. As we head to the boys, ESM is pulling away currently with 52 points. Auburn in second with 38. Watertown and Whitesboro tied at 23, with Central Square rounding out the top 5 with 22 points.
Syracuse, Minoa.
Officially underway for the girls' 400-meter hurdles as they hit turn 1.
Results for boys discus. In 6th place, Xavier Gage for Nottingham. 5th place, Kamari Jones for ESM. 4th place, Michael Geary for Portland. 3rd place,
Whitesboro and currently with Carthage neck and neck.
First place for the girl at 151 feet, 3 inches, Ryan Hoden from Portland.
Actually, sorry, Indian River and Whitesboro currently neck to neck as they come around the last turn. As Indian River currently with a lead as they come around the next set of hurdles as we hit to the last hurdles. It's going to be a time of a minute in 17.87 seconds as Montroso from Indian River wins the first heat. Howlett from Whitesboro and Fryatt from Whitesboro round out the top 3 in the first heat.
Results for girls discus. 6th place, Monet Conti from Oswego. 5th place, Kylie Hook from Whitesboro. 4th place, Lillian Thompson from Fulton. 3rd place, Hannah Ritzy from JE. 2nd place, Abby Tetrol from Central Square. And in 1st place with a throw of 123 feet, 11 inches, Skylar Ball.
We are now officially headed to the second heat and final heat for the girls' 400-meter hurdles. Momentarily, we just got the final results from girls' discus. You'll find that out momentarily, as officially we are underway. Currently, Oswego, Oswego currently pulling away right now.
Results for boys long jump in 6th place, Jerry.
As we head into the final turn.
From Auburn. 5th place, Micah Cole from ESN.
Whitesboro currently out ahead. That is Cecilia.
3rd place, Keegan Red.
As she hits her final 2 jumps. She's currently racking in a time of, she's actually hit the 56-second mark. Last hurdles. That is going to do it, as Cecilia from Whitesboro gets a time of 1 minute and 07. Scott from JD, 1 minute 09. Wincheck from Oswego, 1:13, and rounding out the top 3 in the girls' 400-meter hurdles.
Second place, Kiera Ladd from Auburn. And in 1st place with a jump of 17 feet, 7 inches, Akua Kwani from ESM.
The 800-meter run for the boys. We do officially have final results for girls discus. Skylar Vaught with 123 feet and 11 inches. Abby Turot, 101 feet and 4 inches. Kenna Radizzi, 950 feet and 8 inches, rounding out the top 3 in the girls discus. Up next, the boys 800-meter run. Oh, sorry, we do have final results from girls high jump. Kwani takes first place with a measurement of 5'4". Second is Minoa Robinson at 5'4". Third is Elena Riley at 4'10", rounding out the top 3. Now we also have final results from boys hurdles. Apologies, Adam Jaluska
with a time of 5:09.11. Joe Pedrosa Garcia, 5:09.80. And third, 5:09.82, Seth Stevens. And back to the track for the first and only heat for the boys' 800-meter run. Head to the second turn in the 800-meter run. It's currently Whitesboro out in front. That is Thorngren along. Thorngren in first, now heads to the third turn. He's got JD close behind him. Auburn, Whitesboro, and Auburn once again. As Thorngren heads for his second lap. A very distinct distance from the two packs with the leaders up top. Auburn now heads in front as Thorngren loses his lead. Auburn out ahead twice here as they currently have first and second coming down the final turn. Actually, Auburn now taking third as they have 1, 2, and 3. As Auburn takes 1, 2, and 3 as well. Brady with a minute 58 and 9.4 hundredths. Howard 2 minutes and 11 hundredths. And Dunn from Oswego is going to get ahead of Maher with 2 minutes as he beats Maher with 1/100th of a second. Line, we have the girls 800-meter run. This is a one-heat race as well. Underway. We do have on the screen now, we have the girls' top 8 seeds for the 800-meter. Whitesboro with 3, ESM with 2, JD with 1, Auburn with 1, and Oswego with 1. Currently out ahead as we come down to the final stretch of this first lap. Rose, it looks like, is currently making her turn around as she starts her second lap. JD Whitesboro behind.
the last stretch here. As she will finish first in the 800-meter run with a time of 2 minutes, 21 seconds, and 15 hundredths of a second. Whitesboro and JD come in second and third. That is Donovan from Oswego, actually, apologies, with a 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and 53 hundredths. Reddy from JD, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and 66 hundredths of a second, rounding out the top three. We now officially have final results from the girls' 400-meter hurdles. Sophia Celia with a time of 1 minute, 07 and 07 seconds of hundredths of a second. Mary Jane Scott with 1 minute, 9 seconds, and 96 hundredths of a second. Tatum Whitcheck with 1 minute, 13 seconds, and 05 hundredths of a second. We will have updated team standings for you. As up next, we have the boys 200-meter dash. It started for the boys 200-meter dashes. Up on the screen currently are the top 8 seeds for the 200-meter dash. This leg has 6 heats. As now they are officially up on the screen. JD does have JD Watertown lead the way with 2 top seeds. Corcoran, ESM, Whitesboro, and Auburn all with 1.
Okay, everyone, before you leave, make sure you grab the garbage around you and throw it in one of the cans, please. We'll see you 10 o'clock on Friday morning.
Jizz, please check your emails tomorrow morning. So all of you that can hear me now, know we will be running the boys and girls 200, the boys and girls 3K32, the boys and girls 4x4, the boys and girls steeple, and the girls 4x8 Friday morning. The following field events will be run Friday morning.
Momentarily, we are done. It looks like today's festivities are done. We'll be back with you here on Spartan Sports Network after this break as we throw it back to the studio to close it out.
Will also be run on Friday. Coaches, please check your emails in the morning. There is going to be important information about entries for Friday in your email.
Welcome back to the Spartan Sports Network studio. I am Tanner Jace as we wrap up day 1 of the track and field Class A Section 3 championships. Due to the rain delay, it will be split up into 2 days. We will be back on Friday at 10 o'clock to recap and finish of day 2 of the track and field championships. As we close out, we have our top 5 finishers in the shot put, along with the final results in the 800 meters as well. Final team standings for the day has the girls JD on top, and the final boys standings has ESM up top as well. So for producer Dodder and Teeny and the rest of our fabulous crew here at Spartan Sports Network, I'm Tanner J saying so long from Spartan Sports Network, and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you back here on Friday at 10 in the morning.